People have a Mikel Arteta agenda, and it's actually disgusting. Let me tell you why. Mikel Moreno and Zubimendi played well for Spain in their international game against Bulgaria yesterday. Mikel Moreno scored a goal, Zubimendi got an assist, and they both were integral in the match. And also yesterday, Martinelli played against Chile for Brazil, and he had himself a good little moment, created a chance, had a good shot, decent performance. And the captain of Norway, the captain of Arsenal, Martin Odegaard, had a good performance for Norway also. But their performances for Arsenal, some of these guys have not been so good, especially guys like Martinelli. So people are now pinning this all on Mikel Arteta, saying, how are these guys performing well for their national team, but not for their club? And saying that this is simply just down to poor management from the manager and him being the problem and holding these players back. Not that Martin Odegaard has Haaland as his teammate for the national team, and Haaland scored the goal in the 1-0 win versus who they played. And also not ignoring the fact that Martinelli is facing much better defenders than Chile in the Premier League. I mean, Dominic Szoboszlai held him quiet on the weekend prior to this international break. I don't want to hear Martinelli being able to beat a defender at Chile as a thing that Arteta is showing that he's not being able to use him properly. And as for Mikel Moreno, we get criticized for playing Mikel Moreno, calling him a DM, but his best use is actually in the box scoring headers. And that's how he scored for Spain yesterday. Zubimendi's the one person maybe I'll hear, but we haven't seen Arteta even manage him for long. He's managed him for 3 games, and you guys are already making assumptions that he's better for the national team than he is for our club. And I think he's actually been underrated, how good he's been on both sides of the ball for Arsenal. Actually, I seen an ESPN statistics stating that he has won the most interceptions out of every player in the Premier League so far. So fair play to him. And yeah, long story short, if a player does bad, you say that Arteta's ruined his career. And if a player does good, you say that Arteta is the reason why he's being held back at Arsenal. And long story short, you just don't like the manager, and I think you have an agenda. But if we want to have a deeper discussion around why people dislike Arteta, we can do that another day. As for now, I just think international football is a lot easier to, and when it comes to attackers performing a little bit better when they're facing weaker teams and defenders that are just not as good. So let's not look at this with a microscope and start saying, oh my God, how is he performing so well for Brazil when he's going up against Chile compared to when he's going up against Liverpool and Man United and he can't beat his man at all.